Hi, I'm Melanie Southard with Seven Horse Ranch, and I'm here at the Liberty, Mississippi Arena, covered arena. The ground is actually really good here. I've made some runs on some of my horses, and the ground's held up really nice. So I thank the committee for that. Anyway, I had some questions that came through on my messenger where some people were interested in what I do to help my horses change leads after the first barrel. And it's very important for my horses to change as soon as they turn the first barrel. I want them to get on that other lead as quickly as possible. So when they go across the pin, they're not hanging on, like if they turn the right barrel first, they're not hanging on the right lead and their left shoulder's dropped towards the alleyway. Because then what that does is it causes my horse not to be able to get across the pin quick enough. I'm hanging on his head, pulling him to get him over for the barrel, or I have his head to the outside when I get ready to turn the second barrel, and it completely makes it for not a very good turn. Their shoulders usually then are dropped to the barrel, their rib cage is dropped in, then you're trying to turn and either they crash it because they're not rating the barrel, they're just kind of falling in to try and make the turn. And I see this happen a lot, and a lot of times it does happen with novice riders too, because they're just not quite sure what they're supposed to do when they train their young horses. And so I wanted to just give a few tips that I do on my young horses. And one of the things that I do, and I always tell people, is I like to train by repetition, because that's how horses learn, is by repetition. So everything I do, walk, trot, lope, and faster, is all the same. So same hand positions, same whoa places, same foot, same body, same everything. So my horse is very relaxed in what I'm asking him to do. And if he messes up, he knows when he messes up, and he doesn't get nervous over it. I can get after him, correct him, and then get out of his way again and allow him to do his job again. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to lope my horse up to this first barrel. He's a green horse. He's a 2-year-old coming 3. I broke him myself, and I'm just getting him started on the barrel pattern. He hasn't had that much time on the pattern. He hasn't been broke that long himself. But I want to show you what I do when I start. So first, trotting, is really not a super big deal. It's always when you start loping one. So what I'm going to do is kind of show you what I do on this barrel. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to lope up to this barrel. Because I want him to know that he can rake So I hope today that you were able to see what I just did at the first barrel. I came around it, loped a few times, stopped like I was going to the third barrel. His shoulder was in position, and then I was able to roll him over and at the same time push him off with my right leg so he'll pick up the left lead. And it made it really simple for him. So I keep doing this in the same spot every time when I train my young ones. And if they don't pick the lead up, I don't make it a super big deal. I don't stop them. I just kind of go on. If they continually to keep doing it, then that means that my horse doesn't know how to pick his correct lead up outside the barrel pattern. So if my horse can't do it outside the barrel pattern when I ask, he's not going to be able to do it on the barrel pattern. So off the barrel pattern, I have to teach my horse from a walk or a trot to be able to pick up the lead within a few steps. If he can't do it, then I need to go back off the pattern and get him to that point first. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tip. Thank you.